Hi there, welcome to Evan's Piggies. My name is Evan, these are my piggies, and today we're going to be talking about everything you need before getting a guinea pig. Now, first of all, Happy New Year! I hope you all had a nice and safe celebration and that you're looking forward to the new year like I am. I thought this would be a good thing to talk about considering it's a new year. Maybe part of people's new year, new me thing is getting a guinea pig, who knows? And if that sounds like you, then you've come to the right place. Make sure that if you haven't yet, that you subscribe so that you don't miss any more videos from me. And if you hit that notification bell, then you'll get reminded when the premieres happen every Sunday morning. I broke everything down into 3 categories. That's going to be the cage, the food, and the care, which is going to be like grooming, stuff like that. Now, before I get into those things, there are 2 very important considerations you have to make before you get your guinea pigs. First is that you cannot have one guinea pig living on its own. It's actually illegal in some places. I'm not sure about any states in the United States, but there's some countries where it's illegal to have one guinea pig on its own. And the reason is because they're social animals. You really should not be having them on their own. Just like humans need the company of other humans, either in close relationships or friendly relationships, guinea pigs need the company of another guinea pig. It's not enough for you to be a human and for you to sometimes talk to them. They really need another guinea pig to be their friend and to live with. The second thing to note is that guinea pigs are an industry just like everything in America, and you really should not be buying them from a pet store. Any pet store, no matter what it is, you buy them, they order a new one. That's just the way it works. And so if you want a guinea pig, please go to a shelter and adopt from there. Don't shop at pet stores. That's a mistake that I made, and I just need to be honest about that. And in the future, when I do get guinea pigs again, I will not be buying from a store. So with those 2 things out of the way, now let's start talking about the cage. There are a couple things you need to know about cages. First of all, if you ever go to a pet store and you see there's cages there, no, just no. They're not big enough, they don't have a proper amount of space, and especially since you should be getting more than one guinea pig, everything from a pet store is just not good enough. I'm sure this is the case not just for guinea pigs, but other animals as well, and really there's just nothing else to say about that. There may be one cage called the Midwest cage, which might be big enough, but it's probably not sold at Petco, PetSmart, so just good rule of thumb is no cage that you will see at a pet store is good enough, don't get them. My recommendation and what I like doing is to make a custom cage. That's what I have right here behind me, is what we call a CNC cage, which is cubes and coroplast. If you would like to learn how to make one, I did make a video on that and you can watch that up here. If you are more experienced with woodworking or know someone who is, then making a custom cage out of wood is also a fantastic option. So now that we got the size out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the bedding. And of course, I did make a video on that as well, which you can watch up here. So the bedding is going to come down to 2 options. You have the wood shavings and the fleece bedding. Now there's of course going to be some variations with the wood shavings. I have another video that goes deeper in this topic. You can watch that up here. But basically for the wood shavings, pine shavings is the recommended one. You have to make sure that on the bag it says that it's safe for small animal use. The other kind of bedding, which is fleece bedding, it's basically blankets like fleece. There's one popular one called Guinea Dad Liner, which is a fleece absorbent layer, and then underneath it has like a waterproof. I have it right here on the outside of the cage. I think it's cool to have the guinea pigs have the option of going inside the cage with the wood shavings or outside the cage with the fleece bedding. If I had to choose one of the 2, I would definitely go with the wood shavings. I just think it's better. It conceals the smell and they're able to walk on it for longer without you having to clean it. Whereas the fleece, you kind of do have to clean it like twice a day. But it is all up to your preference, so please go ahead and try both if you possibly can. Again, I have a video which you can watch in the cards up here. The cage is still not completed. The next thing you're going to need are hideys or corner houses, huts. All the names above apply, but basically it's a cover somewhere that your guinea pig could hide, because that's kind of their nature. That's what they want to do all the time, is to hide, because they're afraid that there's a bird or something else going to get them. So you want to make sure you have at least 2 Heidi's per guinea pig, and if possible, put more. I don't know what it is with the guinea pigs, but they go in one Heidi and then another one will come and just want to also be in there. And another general rule of thumb as it comes to the Heidis is to have them be 2-sided. So if it's like this, it doesn't have to be exactly like the same on both sides, but generally, if the guinea pigs have 2 ways of getting in or out, it's better in case another one comes in and wants to, like, you know, bug them or something. The last thing for a completed cage is food containers. So that's going to be things like this bowl for the pellets. You're going to also need water bottles, of course, and a hay rack. You want a good hay rack that is big enough that you can put a lot of hay in it, but also that it's accessible for the guinea pigs able to eat it. So that's everything for the cage. Just to recap, you want to make sure that your cage is big enough, so nothing from the pet store, that you have a bedding, so wood shavings or fleece bedding. You want to make sure you have Heidi's, at least 2 for each guinea pig, and that you have food containers, a food bowl, hay rack, and water bottles. So now we're going to talk about the food specifically for guinea pigs. And just so you know, I do have a video where I go more in depth on this topic, specifically what vegetables to give your guinea pigs, so you can watch that video up here. But just to lay it out quickly, I would say that there's 5 main categories of food when it comes to guinea pigs. That's going to be the pellets, which they need to have every day, hay, which they need to constantly have, so whereas pellets, it's kind of okay if they run out during the night, but hay, you need to make sure they always have hay. Third is going to be veggies, and that's greens, lettuce. Again, I have my video where I go more in depth on what is okay to give your guinea pigs. The fourth thing is going to be snacks. I would not really recommend a lot of what you see at the pet store, especially anything that has like a color or dye in it. My go-to snack when it comes to guinea pigs are pea flakes. As I said, I don't really recommend anything from the pet store. I used to sometimes go and buy and have a snack from there, but not me, the guinea pigs. But I've just settled on pea flakes. I always have pea flakes around, and it's their favorite thing ever. You can just shake around your bag or wherever you end up putting them, and they will just recognize the sound and love it. And the final category is forage. This one is not so optional, but if you have the means, it's great. And when I say you have the means, I don't really mean the money, but the access to either a yard or a park with grass. I did a video on this topic where I took my bike to a local park and literally just cut grass from the floor. And the guinea pigs love it. It's super healthy for them. And if you didn't know this already, hay is just dried grass. Another thing that you can do, again, if you have a backyard and you're able to do this, you can set up an enclosure and put the guinea pigs outside, and they'll just munch on the grass the whole time. So that's all of the food that you need for guinea pigs. Just to recap, that's pellets and hay, which they need to have all the time, veggies, which is once a day, snacks, which is a snack, and forage, which you can cut from outside. So the last section of this video is guinea pig care and grooming. And I'm going to be completely honest in saying that this is an area that I really need to improve on, because I don't cut my guinea pigs' nails often enough. I don't give them checkups, and I've never taken them to a vet. It is kind of hard because I kind of have to like act like a doctor, I guess, a little bit. So it's a little bit nervous for me trying to like, you know, diagnose my guinea pigs in that kind of way. But there is one channel that I would recommend if you have any questions about anything guinea pig related, especially as it comes to illnesses and care, grooming, stuff like that. I would recommend Saskia from the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. So to find that on YouTube, all you have to type in the search bar is LA Guinea Pig Rescue, and then whatever it is you're looking for, and I can almost guarantee you that she's done a video on it. So that's kind of it that I can say on the topic. It's not short and the last one because it's not important. It is definitely an important part of guinea pig care. I just have to be honest in that I haven't done it so much, but that is something I would like to improve on in the new year. Well, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through the end. I really hope you enjoyed it and learned something. If you did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channels over here, watch some more videos from me over here. Also, leave a comment down below if you have any advice or tips that you would like to share with others. Otherwise, I will see you all next week. Bye!